what? Sometimes when I'm teaching face-to-face, I tell the class this, you know what? I can get you a date with anyone. I'm like, I can get you a date with anyone. I can't promise it's going to be today, but I can get you a date with anyone. And I say that there's 2 rules that I have. So let me go over this with you. So the first rule is that you have to see them on a regular basis. Then the second rule is that I don't want them to be in love with someone else. Just because I feel like if somebody's already with someone, you shouldn't mess with that. Okay? So let's see this plan of action. This is something we can control. I'm saying it will work regardless of physical attraction if you work it hard enough. Like, maybe you're not really their type. It's going to be much harder if you're not their type. But I think that this could work. And then you can kind of let me know if you think it'll work or not. Talk about this. So the first thing is to understand that there's different schools of psychology in the field of psychology. What I'm talking about, learned attraction. So classical conditioning is when you associate something with an outcome. So you probably might have remembered Pavlov's dogs, where they rang a bell, then they put a meat powder in his mouth, and then the dog salivated. Bell, meat powder, salivation. Bell, meat powder, salivation. Bell, salivation, because the salivation, the dog associated the bell ringing with the meat powder. So let's talk about how we can do this with you. So you are a neutral stimulus, just like that bell. So when anybody meets you, you're a neutral stimulus. But then what you can do is you can use this classical conditioning and you can say, all right, what is my goal here? I want someone to like me, right? So what automatically makes people like them? And here's the thing. The number one most reinforcing thing for all people is attention. But it's a certain type of attention. It's attention that says, I get you. Like, I see you for the unique individual that you are. So, for example, if someone gave me a lot of attention, but it was like physical attention and they just seemed like they were attracted to me physically, or that they just were out for kind of one thing or something like that, that would be a turnoff for me. But if someone seemed genuinely interested in what I was doing and what I was proud of, they could be the most unattractive person in the world, but I would like them. And the more that I hung out with them, I would grow to like them more and more and more, and they would become more and more beautiful to me. So here's the thing, is you are a neutral stimulus. So you can use classical conditioning to your advantage. Is every time if you see somebody, you make them feel great, then of course they're going to like you, right? Okay, maybe. So I tell people this is how I'm going to get you a date with someone. Okay, is what you're going to do is you're going to choose somebody that you kind of like, and what you're going to do is, instead of maybe hiding from them or playing hard to get, is when you see them, you're going to say, wow, you look radiant today. Or you're going to notice something about them. Oh, did you get some new shoes? I like those. Tell me about them. Or I don't know. You guys always laugh at my compliments and say I'm ridiculous. So I don't know. You have to come up with your own compliments. You have to come up with a genuine compliment. And the thing is you kind of have to look for beautiful things in people. So that's kind of what can make you more attractive, is to actually start noticing the incredible things that people do. So if you see somebody that you like, hey, wow, I really like the work that you put in on that project. And then don't try to get anything else from them. Just make them feel good and then walk away, or go about your business or do something else. A big problem is somebody gives a compliment and then they kind of stand there like they want something back. And then what you did was you just ruined the whole thing. So I want you to get in the habit, all of you get in the habit of giving people compliments without asking for anything else. And be bold. Be like, wow, that looks incredible on you. Or wow, I admire that you come to class so early all the time. I admire your discipline. It seems like you're really focused in class. Or I don't know, but you know, like, hey, if you're on the dating apps, I have to address that, is if you're on the dating apps, and like really read what they wrote and say something about that. Okay,